Hello students, welcome back. So here we are going to study another chapter, that is group 15 elements. Group 15 elements. Earlier these are known as fifth A elements. Okay, so what are the elements? The elements present: nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony and bismuth present in group 15 of the periodic table are known as group 15 elements. These are also known as nitrogen family elements and also known as nicogens. Okay, so the atomic number of these elements: nitrogen has 7, phosphorus 15, arsenic 33, this one 51 and bismuth 83. Okay, so nitrogen is generally present. It is the most abundant element in Earth atmosphere. In Earth atmosphere, about 78% of nitrogen, 78% by volume of nitrogen is present in Earth atmosphere. And nitrogen is also present in forms of nitrates, nitrites, salt. That is put in form of potassium nitrate, sodium nitrate, like this. Phosphorus is generally present. Phosphorus do not found in free state. Generally it is present in combined state. Generally it is present in form of phosphates in bones, teeth, etc. It is also present in ATP. That is, it is also present in cells. So in various states this is present. And arsenic, antimony and bismuth, these are found very little in earth crust in combined form. Okay. So these are the how these are availability or occurrence of these elements. Next come to what is the electronic configuration. So the general electronic configuration of these elements is NH2 NP3. The general electronic configuration of these elements is NH2 NP3. They have 5 electrons in their valency cell. So what are the electronic configuration of each element? So nitrogen, it has helium 2H2 2P3, and phosphorus after neon 10, then 3H2 3P3, and arsenic, that is after argon 18, 4H2 3D10 and 4P3, and antimony, it has configuration after krypton 36, the electronic configuration 5H2, then 4D10, then 5P3. Similarly, bismuth has configuration after xenon 54, 6H2, 4F14, 5D10 and 6P3. So in the valency cell, outermost cell, it contains Ns and Np, 2 electron in S and 3 electron in P. In this way, they have general electronic configuration NH2 and P3. They contain 5 electrons in their valency cell. Next come to what is the general trends in properties of these elements. General trends. In properties, first on physical properties, first atomic radii. So the atomic radius of these elements are generally less than that of corresponding elements of group 14. So when we compare between carbon and nitrogen, nitrogen has smaller size. Similarly, silicon and phosphorus, phosphorus has smaller size. So as we compared with group 14, it has smaller size, and with compared to group 16 elements, it has a larger size. But as we move down the group, the atomic radius increases due to increase in new energy cells. Next, so this generally increase down the group. Next, ionization enthalpy. So the first ionization enthalpy of these group elements are generally larger, higher than that of group 14 elements as well as that of group 16 elements. So this is due to stable half-filled electronic configuration of nitrogen family elements or group 15 elements. So as they have NH2 NP3, p subshell is half-filled. So to remove an electron from this p subshell, it is very difficult. So in this way, the first ionization enthalpy of these group elements are higher than that of group 14 as well as from group 16. However, as we move down the group, the ionization enthalpy decrease. So the ionization enthalpy decrease down the group. Okay. Next come to that is electronegativity. The electronegativity value of these elements are generally less. However, nitrogen is the most electronegative element of this group, and as we move down the group, the electronegativity value also decrease down the group. So electronegativity value decrease down the group. Okay. Next come to their physical state and physical state. So nitrogen exists as a diatomic molecule. Nitrogen exists as a diatomic molecule, while all diatomic discrete molecule, single molecule, while all other elements exist as exist in solid form and exist as tetraatomic. Okay, so nitrogen exists as N2 while all other exist as tetraatomic like P4, AS4 like this. Okay, so while nitrogen exists as a gas while all other are solid at room temperature. This is a gas while all other are solids at room temperature. So why these are solids at room temperature? So because nitrogen has very smaller size, in this way it can form p5 bond, hence it exists as N2. But all other due to their larger size, they do not form p5 bond. Instead, they form single bond. One atom is directly linked with 3 other atoms. In this way, they exist in as tetraatomic form. Okay. So due to this, nitrogen is a gas at room temperature, while all other are solids at room temperature. Nitrogen is a gas while all other are solid at room temperature. Again, a nitrogen and phosphorus. So these are the physical state. Okay. Next come to metallic character. Metallic character. So nitrogen and phosphorus, these are non-metals. Nitrogen and phosphorus, these are non-metals. Arsenic, antimony, these are metalloids. are metalloids and nitrogen, phosphorus are non-metals. Phosphorus is a non-metal, exists in solid state. Okay. Next come to another property, that is allotropic modification. Allotropic modification. Allotropic. So, except bismuth, all other elements of this group exist in different allotropic form. So, what is allotropic? Same element having different physical forms. So, they have different physical properties but similar chemical properties. That are different forms are known as your allotropic modifications or allotropic forms. So, and this property is known as allotropy. Except bismuth, all other elements exhibit allotropy. Okay. So, for example, nitrogen in solid state under high pressure and at low temperature, it may convert to solid. So, nitrogen exists in two form, that is alpha form and beta form. Nitrogen, it exists as alpha and beta form. Phosphorus exists in different allotropic form. Main is white phosphorus, red phosphorus and black phosphorus. And this black phosphorus again alpha and beta structure. So in this phosphorus exists in different three allotropic forms. Arsenic exists in two allotropic forms. And arsenic exists in two allotropic forms, that is red and grey. Similarly, antimony also exists in two allotropic forms, red and silvery grey. And bismuth do not show allotropy. So, except bismuth, all other elements generally exhibit different allotropic modifications. Next come to nature of compounds. Nature of compounds. So, as the electronic configuration is NH2 and NP3, so they require 3 electrons to complete their octet. In this way, receiving of 3 electrons, this is thermodynamically not energetically, that is actually very difficult in this way. So it cannot show the ionic compound. It cannot show ionic compound. Similarly, if they have 5 electrons, it also cannot give up the 5 electrons easily or the 3 electrons easily. In this way, instead of forming the ionic compounds, generally these elements form covalent compounds. Generally they form covalent compounds because receiving of 3 electrons or removal of 5 electrons or 3 electrons is also very difficult. In this way, generally they form covalent compounds. However, in some cases, bismuth, that is bismuth chloride, bismuth can form ionic compound. One thing, it is metallic character and another is due to inert pair effect. So this s orbital do not leave its electron. Only 3 electrons from this p orbital is removed because it has low value of ionization enthalpy. So as the distance, as this atomic size increases, its ionization enthalpy decreases. In this way, in some cases, bismuth exhibit the ionic compound when it generally combines with halogens like fluorine. When it in BiF3, generally it is ionic compounds. So bismuth show some ionic compounds, while all other compounds are generally covalent in nature. Next come to oxidation state. Oxidation states. these elements are electronic configuration NH2, NP3, and it is difficult to receive 3 electrons from other. So in this way, although they do not form the ionic compounds, however, when they form covalent compounds, generally they exhibit the oxidation state of -3. Generally, all elements exhibit oxidation state of -3. And again, they have 3 electrons in P and 2 electrons in s orbital. Due to participation of this s electron and p electron, they also exhibit oxidation state of +3 and +5. So the +5 oxidation exhibiting the +5 oxidation state that decreases down the group. -3 also character decrease down the group. This character also decrease down the group. That is due to inert pair effect. That means bismuth generally does not exhibit this +5 oxidation state. Okay, and -3 also, this character is also decreased down the group. While this +3 character, +3 oxidation state, that increase down the group. So +3 increases. And nitrogen is one element that can exhibit the oxidation state of -3 to +5 in its various compounds. Nitrogen shows maximum oxidation state, that is from -3 to +5 in compounds like NH3. That is -3 to +5 means -3, 0, +1, +2, +3, +4 and +5 oxidation states it can exhibit. So nitrogen can exhibit all this type of oxidation state. Look here, in NH3 this oxidation state is -3, N2 this is 0. When it forms N2O, oxidation state is +1. NO, oxidation state is +2. N2O3, here oxidation state is +3. N2O4 or NO2, here oxidation state is +4. And N2O5, here oxidation state is +5. So all nitrogen exhibit oxidation state from -3 to +5. Okay, while all other elements do not show so much type of oxidation states. Okay, but nitrogen only exhibit the covalency of 3. Nitrogen exhibit the covalency of 3, while all other exhibit the covalency of 5. As they have vacant d orbitals. And bismuth, due to inert pair effect, it also do not exhibit the covalency of 5. Okay, so these are the some idea about the oxidation state of these elements. Next come to the general trends in chemical properties. General trends in chemical properties. Okay, so first, formation of hydrides. Formation of hydrides. All these elements generally form trihydrides of type MH3, where M is any element of group 15, such as NH3, PH3. This is known as ammonia, phosphine, arsenine, and styrene, sure, arsenine, styrene, bismuthine. Okay, so all these hydrides, in all these hydrides, the central atom is sp3 hybridized and all have pyramidal shape. All have pyramidal shape. All contain one lone pair and 3 bond pair electrons. All contain one lone pair and 3 bond pair electrons. In this way, their bond angle is decreased, than that of normal tetrahedral angle. Okay, so they all have pyramidal shape. And the bond angle decreases as we move from ammonia to bismuthine. Bond angle decreases. So in this case, the ammonia has highest bond angle, and that is due to decrease in electronegativity value and increase in atomic size of central atom. Due to increase in atomic size of central atom and decrease in electronegativity value, the bond angle decreases from ammonia to bismuthine. It has highest 107 degree. This has 94, 92, 94, 92, 91 and 92. The bond angle is like this. And these are also polar in nature. And the polarity decreases down the group. So all these hydrides are generally acts as reducing agents. All acts as reducing agents, and this reducing character depends on their thermal stability. So less is the thermal stability, more is its reducing character. Okay, so these hydrides the thermal stability decrease down the group. Thermal stability decrease down the group. That is, ammonia is more stable than phosphine, then arsine, then styrene, then bismuthine. And these hydrides also acts as reducing agent, and the reducing character is just reverse of this. So the reducing nature, just reverse of this ammonia, then phosphine, then arsine, then. So this is the how the reducing nature vary. And the boiling point of these hydrides also increase down the group, but this is not regular. Due to intermolecular hydrogen bonding, ammonia has higher boiling point than that of phosphine and arsenine. And as we move down the group, due to increase in their molecular size, and due to increase in molecular size, the van der Waals force of attraction increases. As a result, the boiling point increases down the group. So the boiling point increases down the group, but ammonia has higher than that of phosphine and arsine due to that is due to intermolecular hydrogen bonding in ammonia, as it has smaller size and high electronegativity value. So in this way, boiling point, that is phosphine has lowest value, then arsine, then ammonia, then styrene, then bismuthine. Okay, so the boiling point varies in this way. And we know the halogens are generally acids, and the hydrides form group 16 elements, except water is also acidic nature. But here these hydrides acts as bases. So as they have a lone pair of electron here, and as it has smaller size, ammonia is the strongest base among them, and the basic character of these hydrides decreases down the group due to decrease in electronegativity. So these hydrides acts as bases. So this acts as Lewis bases, and their basic character decrease down the group. So ammonia is more basic than that of phosphine, than that of azine, than that of styrene, than that of bismuthine. So in this way, the basic character decrease down the group. Okay. Next come to another property, that is reactivity towards oxygen. Reactivity towards oxygen. So all these elements of this group generally forms two types of oxides, that is with pentavalent and with trivalent, that is of type M2O3 and M2O5. For example, phosphorus forms P2O3 and P2O5, AH2O3 and AH2O5, Sb2O3 and Sb2O5. In the same, all forms two types of oxides. But nitrogen, that forms different types of oxides, different series of oxides like N2O, NO, NO2, N2O3 and N2O5. It forms a series of different types of oxides. So among these oxides, these pentavalent oxides are generally acidic in nature, and the acidic character decreases down the group. For example, the oxides of nitrogen and phosphorus are acidic nature. The oxides of arsenic and nitrogen and phosphorus are generally acidic nature. Arsenic and antimony are generally amphoteric nature, and that of the oxides of bismuth is basic in nature. As the metallic character increases, so the acidic character of that oxide decreases and the basic character increases. Okay, so and these oxides are also known as anhydride of some acids. These are also known as anhydride of acid. For example, N2O5, that is known as the anhydride of sulfuric acid. N2O5. This is the anhydride of nitric acid. N2O5 is the anhydride of nitric acid. Similarly, P2O5. This is the anhydride of phosphoric acid. Okay. So N2O3, anhydride of nitrous acid. So in this way, these oxides are also known as the anhydride of some acids. Okay. Next come to the reactivity towards halogen. Reactivity towards halogen. All elements of nitrogen family generally form two types of halides, that is MCl3 and MX3 and MX5. MX3 and MX5. But nitrogen and bismuth, except nitrogen and bismuth, all forms pentahalide. Okay, nitrogen and bismuth do not form pentahalides. They do not form pentahalides. Okay, nitrogen do not form pentahalide. That is due to absence of vacant d orbital. They do not have d orbitals. So as they do not have d orbitals, in this way it cannot excite its electron. In this way it cannot form pentavalent compounds. Nitrogen and bismuth do not form pentahalides, while all other elements except these two form pentahalides. Okay. So nitrogen do not form, that is due to absence of d orbitals, and bismuth do not form pentahalide, that is due to inert pair effect. So the s electrons are reluctant to form pentavalent. So the s electrons do not participate in bond formation. In this way, that is due to inert pair effect. Only the p orbitals take part in bond formation. In this way, bismuth do not form pentahalides and nitrogen also do not form pentahalides. But all other they form pentahalides. Among the trihalides and pentahalides, the trihalides are generally more stable. And here the atom undergo sp3 hybridization, while in this case the central atom undergo sp3d hybridization. In this way it has pyramidal shape and it has trigonal bipyramidal shape. Among the halides of nitrogen, the most stable one is NF3. All other halides of nitrogen are unstable. So this one is stable, this one is stable. Among the all halides of nitrogen, nitrogen fluoride is stable, while all other halides, that is NCl3, Ni3, NBr3, these are least stable. So they undergo decomposition or they undergo explosion to form nitrogen and other compounds. In this way, only stable compound is NF3. But the halides of phosphorus, these are stable, and among the trihalides and pentahalides, the trihalides are more stable in nature. So the trihalides of nitrogen, they undergo hydrolysis. So due to absence of d orbitals, the trihalides of nitrogen do not undergo hydrolysis, while all other trihalides undergo hydrolysis in presence of water, but they form different compounds. The different trihalides form different compounds. For example, PCl5, it undergo hydrolysis to form H3PO3 plus 3HCl. Similarly, when arsenic trichloride, it undergo hydrolysis, it forms AH2O3 plus 6HCl. Similarly, Sb antimony chloride, when it undergo hydrolysis, it forms SbOCl plus 2HCl. Similarly, bismuth chloride undergo hydrolysis to form trihalides undergo, so different trihalides undergo hydrolysis to give different products, but NCl3 that do not undergo hydrolysis because of absence of d orbitals. In this way, nitrogen has different behavior from that of other elements of group 15, and that is known as anomalous behavior of nitrogen. So nitrogen has different behavior from that of other elements of this group, and that is due to its smaller atomic size, high electronegativity, high ionization enthalpy, and another one is absence of d orbitals. Absence of d orbitals. Due to this, nitrogen has different behavior from that of other elements of this group. For example, the hydrates of nitrogen form hydrogen bond, while all other do not form hydrogen bond. Nitrogen exists as a diatomic gas, while all other exist as all other exist as tetraatomic. P4, AS4, like this, tetraatomic. Next, nitrogen only form trihalides, while all other they can form trihalides along with pentahalides. So, in this way, nitrogen has different behavior from that of other elements of this group.